Aloha everyone, what is really good my dudes? Today is April 19th, 2021 and we got another RuneScape update for y'all. Today we see the release of the Rex Matriarchs as well as Combat Week as part of Awesome April. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. Let's go.
Cats is the illest. What you talking about, Willis?
Alright guys, it's been a while coming now since we heard about this, but the Rex Matriarchs are now in the game on Anachronia. They are 3 new bosses that are much like the Dagannoth Kings in a lot of ways, in that there are 3 different combat styles and you need to use the combat triangle to kill them effectively. They are harder than the Dagannoth Kings though, probably around difficulty of God Wars 2. They drop the upgrades to the Dagannoth King rings that boost your crit chance in different ways for each combat style, as well as a hybrid ring with the Berserker ring. They also dropped the Anachronia spear in 4 parts, which when assembled creates a unique spear with tier 90 damage and tier 75 accuracy, but gives you a 5% extra poison damage and a 5% chance to apply poison when used. The only requirement for this boss is to have access to Anachronia itself, and right now you can access it through the portal in War's Retreat. And that's pretty much it. They're not particularly hard bosses, and your first try you could probably get it with brute force, but as you learn the mechanics, they are unique and different from anything we've seen in the game previously, and if you do the mechanics properly, you could see a pretty significant DPS increase when specifically fighting these bosses, so I do suggest you learn it and check it out. Having said that, we're going to talk about the second week in Awesome April, which is Combat Week, a perfect week to complement today's update. With this, we're going to see a lot of the same buffs that we've seen with the Combat Celebration in January's Grand Party. This time they've got a couple of new additions. So for this week, you can expect no reclaim costs on death. Your Ring of Death will not lose charges when you die. You have an increased luck on rare drop table, reduced cost of swapping archaeology relics, reduced invention drain rate, double Reaper points, double Slayer points, and double combat and Slayer XP. It is important to note that the Elder Overload Golem has returned. This time he has made residence in War's Retreat. He will give you an hour of Elder Overload when you click on him. Now of these effects, Iron Man accounts will have access to the no death reclaim cost, the no charge cost on the Ring of Death, increased luck on the rare drop table, reduced invention drain rate, double Slayer points, and double Reaver points. They will not have access to the Elder Overload Golem and the double combat and Slayer XP. And that is pretty much it for your combat week. No better time to get into those Rexes, or maybe even take on a combat challenge that you were too shy or too abrasive to get into without these benefits in place. Having said that, I do want to mention some upcoming changes with Solomon's and a couple of other things. So next week, that is April 26th, they are making the Wealth Evaluator free for all players. Existing Wealth Evaluator items, which previously unlocked with the interface, will be cleaned upon login. They say this is part of an ongoing commitment to make sure that you're getting great value in all the right places, so be on the lookout for more changes in this vein as the year goes on. Also, a couple of Solomon General Store items will be made available in-game for purchase as well. Challenge gems will be made available with War's Retreat. The Makeover Mage will be able to sell you Chameleon Extract. Non-Iron players can purchase Clan Citadel booster packs from the Quartermaster NPC in the Citadel, and Tasty and Jelly treats can be purchased from the Legendary Pets menu. Also, music boxes have been made free for all players, so Mortania, Caridian, and Masterwork music boxes are now free. If you don't already own them, you can claim them in Diango's item storage. And that is it for your main game update. We're going to now shift on over to the patch notes and see what's been changed with today's update, so let's check it out. Starting off with event changes, the Druids have now cleaned up the area around the Tree of Balance. Yak Track head slot items are now saved as presets for the new guard outfits. One mobile change, various improvements and bug fixes focusing on compliance and optimization. And finally, a couple of other changes. Players are no longer able to get infinite Bloodwood logs from a Bloodwood tree while using certain boosts. This was an unintentional bug and the tree should now fall down as expected. Fixed an issue on weapon poison potions of all tiers that incorrectly stated the chance to apply poison was 15%. The tooltip has been adjusted to match the correct value of 12.5%. And lastly, area loot keybinds are no longer active while the chat box is in active focus. That is it for your patch notes. Links to everything discussed in this video will be down in the description below. Head on over there to check them out. With that, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to stay up to date on all things RuneScape related, then hit that subscribe button. Anyways, I appreciate you watching. I am out. Aloha.